Good evening, everybody. I hope we're all well today or tonight. It's tonight where I am, and I'm just waiting on Mr. Order of Magnitude to turn up. So we will be patient. I'm not sure whether it's 8 p.m. that he thinks that we should go on, or 7 p.m. But anyway, anyone who is here at the moment, feel free to say hello in the chat room, because, oh, here we got somebody. Hello, Deborah and LT Light Ghost Paranormal. I hope you're all well today. Thank you for joining this evening, wherever you are. As I said, it's either daytime where you are or nighttime. So I actually thought I would do something quite different at the end of this I've given it away already. At the end of this program, I thought we could actually have a reading. But if it's going to take a while for Riley to come on to the program, it's going to be an opportunity for someone to grab a reading beforehand. So I'm just going to try to prepare my workspace. Bear with me. I've had a little bit of activity here tonight. I've had quite a few spirits that have come through this evening. I've had readings that have been completely crazy, if you want to put it that way. It's 4 a.m. Oh my goodness, in the mid-USA. Well, welcome, and thank you for joining me. So he said 11 a.m. UK time. Okay. So, let me have a look at what time it is there. Do you know what time it is in the UK at all? Let me have a look. Oh, you're kidding. So it's 9:03 a.m. All right. Well, yes, I just saw that 9. Oh my goodness. I definitely am not going to sit on. It's 7 p.m. here in Sydney, so I'm definitely not going to be sitting on for 2 hours before he comes on, and so that's going to be what, 9 o'clock my time when he actually comes on. Okay. Well, that sort of messes up my time. It must be like a daylight savings there or something. That is crazy. So anyway, well, let's wait for a few people to come on, and I will see what I can do as far as readings go. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I've started at 7 o'clock all the time, and it was 10 a.m. So you must have like daylight savings going back an hour. Would I be right? Is it daylight savings there? Because it should be universal. How silly. Okay. That messes up everything. Oh, yuck. I hate daylight savings. Oh, well, c'est la vie. I just don't have any intention of sitting up that late doing a live stream, doing 2 hours here and then going on for another hour. That's just crazy. But I mean, it's 7 o'clock here, which is the time I always start. Anyway, let's wait for a few people. We've only got 2 in the chat room at the moment. LT Light Ghost Paranormal and Deborah O'Connor, who I really thank you for going out of your way. 4 a.m. is really early in the US or anywhere to be sitting up watching a live stream, but I really do appreciate it. But I think, look, what the hell? I'll start with you, Deborah, because you were the first cab off the rank. So what I'm going to do, that's if you want a reading. Would you like a reading? First time I hit on time. You did, girl. Okay, so let me know. No problem. Okay. Now, firstly, what I'm going to do is ask if there is, hello, I do have someone present here at the moment making their appearance felt. Okay, lovely. All right. Now, Deborah, I actually feel that there is a lot of worry around you. Good morning, Jackie. There's a lot of worry around you for some reason. I'm actually getting concerns. So can you just validate whether that makes sense? This must be something troubling you or worrying over something or somebody. I just need a validation. Thank you. Okay, so that's a yes. All right, I'm going to ask Spirit to reveal a little bit more information for Deborah. Okay, would this be either a lot of activity or an active male that this would be connected to, Deborah? Because I seem to get this image of what appears to be 2 different things, a combination of activity and thinking on one's feet, trying to incorporate a lot of time and energy into things. And I'm also getting something to do with a male as well. Now, this might be a person who is always on the go or maybe the source of your worry. Do you understand what that means? And I'm hearing a female talking around me. Are you here for Deborah? Would you mind speaking up, please? Okay, so yes to both. Would you connect with a female who would be in spirit, Deborah? I'm actually feeling this person has a semi-deep type of tone to their voice. I'm not seeing like a high-pitched voice. I'm actually hearing what sounds like probably similar to mine, but that type of level. Yes. Okay. Thank you for being present. If there is anything you wish to say, please communicate. This mic is extremely sensitive, by the way. I actually have equipment that is pretty much designed to pick up the smallest of a whisper, if you want to put it that way. This way, any type of EVPs can come across. So if you do hear anything, make a note in the comments and let me know that you are actually hearing them. It sometimes sounds like a bit of high-pitched type of chatter, if you want to put it that way. Okay, now I'm actually being told health is also this part of the worry with this connect with you, because I'm actually seeing what appears to be concern. I'm getting a transition, things changing, nothing staying the same. Do you connect with that? Crying, okay. All right, so I'm actually feeling that around this is what I connect with as being stuck. Knowing you should be out of a situation, but you're putting up with things because it's easier or you can't see any way out. So technically you are complacent. You are looking at things from a perspective that you know what you would be advising other people to do had they been in your circumstance, but you would not follow your own advice. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so you recognize that voice, and yes. Okay, thank you. Now I'm actually being told that you are, they're saying it's like you are withdrawn, you're not wanting to be around people, or you're switched off, wanting your own space. Even when you're in the company of other people, you seem to be in your own little world. Would that make sense to you, Deborah? They're also mentioning that things are in suspension. If you want to put the word limbo, that would probably be a better suited word to your circumstances, where nothing is actually going, and that's a definite. So nothing is going in any direction. You are just basically going through the motions. Nothing's moving forward and nothing is moving back. Does that make sense to you? She's saying yes, so I'm going to say yes. Okay, I'm going to wait for your response. Limbo. Okay, perfect. She's also mentioning about the money. You seem to be having that come to you in dribs and drabs, and this is a time where you're being actually asked to pay particular attention to the finances. So technically what you need to do is sort out things. I'm actually putting things in perspective, segregating what needs to be paid first and then moving on to the next thing, because they're saying you're trying to do too much at once, and this might be frustrating you over the finances. Does this make sense to you? One good thing is you will be talking to somebody. They're telling me 2 weeks from now you will be sitting down talking about your future plans. It seems as though either you're discussing this with another person or somebody that is connected or linked to you in some way. It is a time where you actually do hold all the cards, whether you know it or not, and the answer is yes. Thank you. There's a lot of hard work around you, Deborah. One thing you will be assured is rewards for your efforts. I actually get a feeling someone is paying attention to what you're doing, even though you feel like no one's noticing all the hard work you're putting into things. I actually feel you will be validated. Did you have any particular question you wanted to ask? Am I hearing you know? I'm not sure what you mean. Am I hearing you know? Just been on phone with Riley. He said 11 a.m. because he had to do someone's paper round. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, he's calling me too. So are you mum? Okay. So they didn't actually tell me that they were a mother or your mother, but I actually feel that this person is somebody that you definitely could connect with in a way that is familiar. So that's what I would put it down to, unless they actually say mother or I am their mother. I can't say that. You've got to understand my situation. Unless they specifically say that. But I'm going to ask for you, and this is the thing, I want her to talk clearly, if that is okay. You tell me if you hear her, and you don't have to be sorry for anything, Deborah. Could you please come over here and thank you, Deborah. Could you please come over here and talk into this recorder and actually say if you are the mother of Deborah? Now, Deborah, you let me know if you hear anything. Thank you, Trish. I think I heard a validation. Did you hear her talking? Okay. Now, bear with me for one moment. I have a message from Mr. Order of Magnitude. I'm going to write, okay, but I will kill you. Because he said he's got to do a paper round. So it might mean I have to come back and do a second stream. So that's all right. I just don't want to sit 2 hours in a stream and then another hour on top. Okay, so all right. Where are we? Thank you for lovely compliments. I'm not used to compliments. I don't know how to take them, but thank you very much. All right, so where are we? So you heard, okay, lovely. I'm glad you heard that, Deborah, because when I actually begin live streams or doing readings per se, and I ask spirits to come forward, I always encourage them to communicate, and he will come as a spirit. And yeah, that's true. He probably would too. He'd be clicking things. LT Light goes Paranormal Roy. Yeah, but he will come as a spirit and nag you because of it. And Order has written back, you will. Isn't that lovely, the communication we have? It's like an old married couple in cyberspace. Not. Okay, so beautiful. I'm so glad, Deborah, that she's actually come through. And maybe this was a reason for you actually being online at this hour. So how lovely that you've had this opportunity and also to grab the reading. So this is really so nice. Okay. Deborah, I'm actually being told also there's something of a separation around you. Are you divorced, if you don't mind me asking? I know this might be personal, but I just have to tell you what I'm picking up. She's with the angels. She actually said that I'm very happy, and you wanted to know about the angels, and she is with the angels. Oh, she is an angel. I miss her. That's why you have to talk up when you're talking to me. I've only got one hearing to hear you with. I'm actually in my ear where I'm deaf is where I actually hear them. My son got relevant. Okay. Good morning, Harry. Harry Overstreet has entered the building. All right, so what I'm going to do, Order wrote promise. Oh, yes, I promise to kill you. Absolutely. There we go. Absolutely, I will kill you. Strange little... What does he call people? Fertlet. Fertlet. Okay. So, oh no, my reception's stuffed and you're frozen. Well, I hope I look my best when I'm frozen there. There's nothing worse than having a freeze frame and your mouth is wide open. I'm pretty much running his life and being his almost otherwise since his divorce. He lives with us. Sorry about running. I know that's okay. So that's where the divorce bit was actually coming through. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now I'm going to just sort of flip the screen for a second because I'm going to ask if she could possibly use the connect. Bertless, yes. Okay, let me just flip this. Okay, now the one that was just turning on that light, if this is the biological, or I think it was it the biological mother? I'm not too sure. Bear with me for one moment. Okay, so the female is not your biological mother, but like mum. Okay, and thank you for the compliments. I haven't done anything different. I just washed with a bit of soap and water. Maybe because I washed. Okay, now I'm going to ask her if you could please turn that light back on over there. Can you please turn on the light? Just to show your presence. No, you won't physically be shown. Only a stick figure if you do wish to manifest. Okay. If you are the aunt of Deborah O'Connor, could you please turn on that light? What you have to do is cover it with your hand or wave your hand over it. Now, whilst you're watching this, pay attention also to the top right screen. You'll see the different flow of energy that begins to manifest as spirit moves across the room. Could you please turn on the light if you can hear me? Just to validate. It's completely up to you. I'm not going to force you. But if you could, then Deborah will be able to see this. Okay, nothing as yet. I'm not sure whether she wishes to turn it on. Is there anybody else present who can? Thank you. I don't know whether you saw the light turn on, but they've turned it on. Are you able to try to appear? Okay. So you can actually see the light up on the ceiling. Thank you for turning the light on. Spirit, is it possible for you to try to appear? If this is the grandmother of Deborah O'Connor, could you please turn on that light? There you go. That's who it is. It's your grandmother. Good morning, Harry. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Sylvia. So we have a validation that has come through from Spirit to confirm who it is that is appearing. Well, good morning, Psygnosis. If you are happy, can you please turn the light back on? Thank you so much. There is another validation. And this is your grandmother that has come through today. Thank you so much, Spirit, for making your presence known. I really appreciate that. Now I'm going to flip the screen back. So we're back again, and this way Spirit have actually given the validation, which is absolutely wonderful. I'm okay. Here we have order of magnitude again. Psychic powers tell me you've started the stream already and your date has stood you up. This is true. He's a rat bag, isn't he? Poor bugger. All right, so I'm going back to the chat room. Okay, so there we go. You have had the validation, and also that she's happy. So this is the one that actually said that she is with the angels. So I'm absolutely thrilled for you, Deborah. And obviously it's a pleasure to pass on any messages, of course, to those who are left on this realm. So I'm glad that was, it is amazing that they can do that. So their voices are a lot alike. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's move on to another person. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Deborah. Okay, first one to write yes, please. I will do your reading. Yes, he is a brat. Thank you, Marie. Kevin Carter, you're first. Okay. So Kevin Carter, look at all these people jumping up. Yes, please, yes, please. Okay. I'm going to ask Spirit to come through. All right. Who is here for Kevin Carter? And I need you to communicate with me as loudly as you can. Okay, again, my goodness, I am actually being told there is something going on around you, Kevin, where it is actually like a worrying situation. Oh, Marie. Okay, well, you never know. You never know. They are telling me that you are not you're not having very good sleep patterns. Are you being woken constantly or finding yourself waking just out of the blue of an evening? You're having the broken sleep, as you would put it. Does that make sense to you? And this is directed at Kevin Carter. Okay, now Kevin, I've got somebody with me. Yes, all the time. Okay. I have somebody with me. I'm actually getting a feeling here. They may have had either breathing difficulties because of the either a compression around the lung region. No more yes, pleases. I'm doing a reading. I'll let you know when to put yes, please. So your feet get touched, and this obviously distracts you. Who is it, Kevin? Is it yourself who actually cannot keep their feet under a blanket? Because I'm actually seeing what appears to be feet sticking out of a blanket, even in cold nights. Thank you. I've actually got a spirit saying, I'm so happy you're hearing us. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Now, what appears to be, so that is you. Okay, so what appears to be more of a worrying situation around you, Kevin, may be to do either with a marriage or marriage-like situation. I don't know whether there is a traditional side to you that, is the, trying to sort of look after everything, but I get this feeling of something to do with the worry and the connection also with marriage or marriage-like situation, something that is like a union. Does that make sense to you? Can we not talk at the moment, just while I'm trying to focus? I've got spirits talking all around me at the moment. Okay, now I'm hearing a young one. Okay, so it sure does. So I'm assuming this is a connection for you. Is there something that you are in like a union with? Now, whether this be marriage or whether this be like a partnership type of thing, it's as though you are beginning to lose interest. They are stating the feeling of wanting to walk away or wanting to have something different, if that makes sense to you. Need some validation there, Kevin. I'm getting an A name. Okay, so that's a yes. And I'm actually getting an A, the letter A being shown to me. Do you connect with the letter A with somebody who has passed over? That's a yes. Okay. All right, so what I'm actually being shown here, getting completely sidetracked, I'm sorry, I was laughing at LT like Ghost Paranormal. It's a mouthful. I'm just going to say LT from now on. They said that their cat just scared the life out of them. Oh dear. All right, so going back to this, Kevin, they're talking about a teamwork environment. This may be connected to the desire to change things. I'm actually getting applications or looking into applications, if that makes sense to you. Do you understand that? Okay, now they're showing me what appears to be a female, very loving, very sensitive. It's like she wears her heart on her sleeve. Very maternal in a lot of ways. So I don't know whether this is where I'm getting the connection with the A. Do you understand that? You do. Okay. All right. So the connection also appears to be with two people on the other side, I'm being told. Would this be a male and female connected to crossing over? Is that a yes? Could you please write, okay, 100%? Because what I'm actually being told here is the support is coming through for you from these. These may be the reasons why you are actually being woken or feeling as though you're being touched, because you're actually having this attention that's paid to you at this time in your life. And they also may, one thing you'll find with spirits also, Kevin, is sometimes you'll experience this urge to just want to go to the toilet a lot, and because they do work and affect the emotions. So I should be actually a lot slimmer running back and forward, but no, truly, you do actually find that you will use the toilet a lot more frequently when spirit's around. But you didn't know that. Okay. Okay, now, Kevin, they are actually telling me there is 2 months of idleness around you where nothing is going to be in any particular order. You have some type of worry or concern over losing something in particular. Now, whether this is somebody or something, the fact is that they are stating they are there for you. They are there to support you with whatever decisions you are making. I'm getting a very close bond with these people. I feel there may have been a very close connection with their passing with one another. It's almost like one went and then I'm getting one almost, not long after, if that makes any sense to you. I feel like they were almost connected as soulmates in some way. This is how there is a link. They have known each other even before they did. Yes. Okay. So thank you for validating that. I feel it was the heart that took them. Well, took the second one anyway. I feel it was that shutting down within a year. Okay. So thank you for validating. It's very important I do get validation, so I do know that the spirits communicate the correct information and I relay the correct information. Now, they're telling me, they're dobbing on you, Kevin, you always couldn't be told what to do. No matter what advice was given, you always managed to do your own thing. So they are dobbing on you. Good morning, Albert. But they said you also had a bit of a temper. Now, whether this was your stubbornness, they seem to be reiterating in some form that you were very much a person who wanted to look after yourself, basically. You didn't want other people to be responsible, if that makes sense. Oh my God, so true. I'm a stubborn so-and-so. Okay. Well, the good thing is they are validating this for you. Sometimes you should hear some of the things that they tell, and there's no holes barred. Okay, so Spirit, do you have a message you want me to pass on to Kevin? Can one of you talk, please? The female's talking. So you got help for your temper. That's good. Okay. The dog's with you? Did you say the dog is with you? They're talking about a dog. Is there a young female, Kevin, a sporty type of female, or one that's like a tomboy? Just a bit of validation. There's more than one. His auntie. Okay, I didn't catch that. can you come closer and repeat that? They've got an accent, very, very strong type of accent. There's another female present, Kevin, and I'm sure I heard his aunt. Excuse me, from. Alrighty. Now they're talking about the operation there was supposed to be, the Yorkshire. There was supposed to be some type of operation, or there was an operation. This obviously was after their passing. Did you have some type of slight day surgery or some type of operation there, Kevin? Because I'm actually being shown either having something to do with. Okay, so you had a knee replacement. Okay, yucky. This went good. They're talking about it going good, and they're also referring to there's some party. What's the party about? Someone's celebrating. Female. Baby. They're talking about a baby. If you if you don't know, you know. You know now. There is a pregnancy or birth. They're talking about a baby, so I have to relay. Do you know about this, Kevin? Yes, it is. It is 61 close friend. Her daughter is pregnant. Yes, sure is. Sure. Okay, I'm not too sure what that 61 is. But, okay, so there seems to be knowledge about this pregnancy for some reason, whether there's been a lot of discussion about it. Oh, okay, birthday today. Who would they know this person? Is there some? I'm trying to figure out how the link is here. I mean, this is where spirit often confuse me. Okay. Now, was there actually a? Did they have to move away from a particular place? You should hear some of what I'm hearing. They're talking about something to do with the property. Do you understand that? I'm connecting that with like a home property. When I hear property, I refer to like a home, but I don't know what they may be meaning by property. So I only have to sort of like go with the flow and give you the information. So I'm actually, okay, so Kevin has replied, birthday today, very close friend. Age today, yes. And I'm getting an M. I'm glad you understand 100% because it goes right over my head. When they give me messages, this is what I mean. It is meant for the person I'm reading. It's not meant for me, which is good. It's good because as long as you understand what it is that they're passing on, that's the main thing. Okay, now if you're able to, Spirit, I'll just move this over. I'm going to go back to the connect. I'm going to try and ask if they can turn on that light. So the people here for Kevin, would you please turn on that light? Could you please turn on that light? That square light there. Can you put your hand over the top of it? Just so that can be turned on. I keep hearing like a wheezy kind of breathing. So I don't, that's why I'm stating that I don't know whether one actually passed from the lung and then I'm actually getting one with the heart, but I'm feeling like the breathing is sort of like a whistle behind it, if that makes sense to you, Kevin. Now the lady and the gentleman here for Kevin Carter, would you please turn on that light? Yes, I can, but I need you to turn the light on. If you can turn on that light, Kevin will be able to actually see the light come on because he's watching at the moment, and that will be his way of knowing that you are actually here with me. Can you do that? Okay, so your dad had the whistling breathing. Okay. I don't know whether he was a heavy smoker, Kevin, but that's the kind of sound that I'm getting. And I am actually getting someone who has smoked because I can smell smoke in the room. And it's not my candles, it's actually a tobacco or tobacco, as they the tobacco. Spirit, can you please turn on that light? Are you having trouble with it? Just put your hand over it and that should come on. So just place your hand completely over the light. That's that silver square thing. You have to touch the center. Completely put your hand over it, cover it up. Oh my goodness, he had 60 a day. I'm glad he did stop. Okay, so order has, I'm going to hold this there and wait for you to turn on that light for a bit of validation. I've got a feeling they're not technically minded there, Kevin. Order wrote, laugh my ass off. Yeah, you're entertaining. You can juggle night. Maybe a few cartwheels, a ham. Jokes aside, just for the future reference, always this time of 11 a.m. Something, if I'm posting, I have if I have mobile data. I have even something you can, even if I'm posting, I have mobile data. Okay. So I don't think they know how to work the light. Can both of you try? Can you both try and put your hand over the light? That's that square thing. See where the candle is? Yeah. See the square thing in front of it? That's the light. If you put your hand over it, the light will come on. No, over it. Not it's like, I know you can't see this, but they're actually putting their hands out like they're warming their hands near the light. You've got to put your hand on top of it, right on top of it. No? Okay. No, they can't seem to do it. Never mind. At least you were trying. That's the main thing. Okay, so I will switch the screen. Where are we? Okay. So they did try, but unfortunately they weren't able to turn the light on. So, but at least you know that they were here, and I had that obvious connection with them. You're willing them to turn it on, bless your heart. Okay, so they are trying. They really are. I've even got in the background, as you can see, to help spirit the Tesla thing. Thank you so much, Kevin. He wrote, wow, Karen, thank you so much. I can honestly say you are 100% correct. And it's my pleasure. Again, it's so lovely when I've got spirits around. They really do help me with a lot of the reading. To me, if you talk about smoke screens, cards are my smoke screen. They're my way of sort of, you know, being able to keep focused and so on. So I'm really pleased that happened. Okay, so the next person to put up, yes, please, I will do your reading. Oh. Okay, Harry. Harry is in. No more yes, please. Harry Overstreet. Now, Harry, as I do connect with certain things, it would be really wonderful if you could validate that immediately, so that way I can continue the flow of information that comes to me. Now, there may be things that I get right, and there may be things that I don't get right. After all, I'm only human. What I'm going to do is ask Spirit to come through and communicate anything that they need to tell Harry Overstreet. Okay. Is there anybody present for Harry Overstreet? Is that your correct name, Harry? Okay, now, Harry, I do have a young male. And when I say young, I'm not talking about like a child. Okay. Can you validate the male who is on the other side? Yes. Okay. What do you wish to communicate with Harry? They did their own thing. They took a lot of chances. Do you understand that, Harry? I hear you. I need you to come to this side of me if you're talking. That side, yes. If you can talk loud, then I will be able to pass on anything you have to say. Okay, now he is quite... Marie, I haven't read for you yet. I'm doing one person at a time. Please don't do that to me. Don't put, I guess there's no one for me because this can be quite an emotional thing. Okay. Now, Harry, I need you to come back and acknowledge this male. He does appear quite emotional. I don't know whether he went before his time because I'm actually feeling like he had control. Do you understand that, Harry? I'm actually being shown trust issues, so you do understand that. Thank you for validating. I'm getting the trust issues with this person. I feel like they really didn't know who they could trust. I'm not sure who they are to you because he's not saying who he is, whether this is like a friend or something, because I'm actually getting this feeling like he was a bit of a loner. He said I was like the fool. Okay, don't be hard on yourself. He's talking about a reunion or a reconciliation. Do you understand that, Harry? Over this side, please. Instead of putting okay, just a yes or no. If that would be really helpful. Yes, okay. All right. Now, what I'm also seeing here, I'm getting communicated with things being paid out, having to pay things out. Is there something that is, and I'm not trying to clutch at straws here. I'm getting different information. I have to sort this out, what they're trying to communicate here. But is there something that is being or trying to pay something off, whether it be a loan or some type of debt that needs paying off? Because they seem to be indicating that things need to be sorted out on the finances. Get something out of the way. Get it out of the way, I'm hearing. Do you understand that? Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. And they're telling me things are changing around you, Harry. Nothing is remaining the same. What you're experiencing now is completely the opposite to what you've been through already. Do you understand that? And they're sorting out the Okay, so I'm getting a lot of yeses from you. This is great. They're also talking about the sorting out, trying to balance or sort out work and relationships. Something to do with the questions or discussions over work or relationships. Do you understand that? And they're telling me you're going to be hearing, so I'm getting a lot of yeses again. Great. There is news on its way. News is coming. Right, okay. And they're talking about a separation. Now, this might be to do with property and premises. Do you understand that, Harry? Okay, good. All right. So, what is your message to Harry? Okay, he's showing me something sharp. Do you understand that connection? I'm seeing what appears to be something silvery, shiny, sharp. I don't know whether there was whether he's talking about himself, but something piercing or penetrating and sharp. Do you understand that connection, Harry? Yes. Okay. Is this to do with him? Okay, now he said nobody could help him. Do you understand that message, Harry? If you do, put I do understand. Okay, so no. No as in no, you don't understand that message, or no, you don't understand that sharp, penetrating, shiny thing. Just a little bit more detail if you could, because there's a delay. So I'm not sure what you're saying yes to at the or no to at the moment. Okay, so you don't understand the sharp object. Would, if I were to describe it the way that it is coming across, sometimes spirit will reveal things that are their way of saying the type of pain they endured upon passing. Maybe what he's trying to interpret to me in some way is it feeling like daggers, feeling like something cutting into him, or that type of pain. I look at it in the term of when spirit presents certain things to me, either it is actual or symbolic. Do you understand what that represents, perhaps in this situation? You do. That is the point. When spirit communicate things, they're not wrong. It's my interpretation of it. So I would be right then in saying this is more a symbolic interpretation that he's presenting to me. Correct. I have a message from order, the magnitude in the right place. In a queue, old person complains of tablets that are say medication. but has changed from a circle to a diamond shape. Okay, so I've got a yes there from Harry. I have to read the rest of this message. This is from Order. Where are we? The magnitude in the right place, in a queue. Old person complains of tablets that are same medication but has changed from a circle to a diamond shape. Shoot me if I get this way, please. Oh my God, that's so funny. He's such a rat bag. Okay, so sorry about that. I just saw this message off the side and I had to share it with you. Okay, so Harry, my apologies. I actually do feel that this spirit is around you for some reason, or here for some reason. They're just wanting you to know who they are. And with me too. With spirit, normally they will come through, and I will always say to them, don't make it personal for me. I really don't want to walk away from any type of reading with all the symptoms that you've had, that type of thing, but they do actually describe certain things for that person to understand who it is that's coming through. I actually feel this person had a lot of worry in their life, whether this was like during their last part of their life here, but I get this feeling of the stress or worries, that type of thing going on. At the same time, I am feeling though that he is now at peace, so I feel like he has found his peace, and he's also mentioning about the love that he's found as well. So you understand that, Harry? Now, Harry, do you have a question? Morning, Zara. Okay. One question if you can, Harry. Okay. Relationship, love interest. Okay. Things are delayed there, Harry. You have to look at things from a different perspective. You seem to have been doing the same thing all the time. And what I'm actually being told here is you've got to change. You've got to alter the way that you view things. Do you understand that message? Order. Your messages are killing me here. I have to read you what he's okay, good. So you understand that. Now, this is the latest from Order. Magnitude, now feeling semi-human, instead living dead, now awaits 1980s rickety bus to take him to the lane where a good spirit box session got duped because of the forgetful memory card syndrome, to make it back in time to the fabled High Priestess. Fabled? What a hurdle lays unseen. Who knows? Tune in next week for another exciting episode of Trace the Magnitude. Why? Why? Just why? What did I do to deserve this? Okay, so he really is a rat bag, honestly. He really is. All right. So I hope that has helped you, Harry. I hope this has helped you, Deborah and Kevin. Almost forgot Kevin. I hope that has actually helped you today. Okay, just one more that I will do. So next, who says yes, please? Great, Harry. Okay, so Jackie, you are the next. Okay, no more? Jackie, is there anybody here for Jackie? Who is here for Jackie? Jackie Morris. I have a female present, Jackie, a very loving, maternal type of nature. Do you understand who this would be? If you do, please write, yes, I do. Lovely. Okay. Do you have a message you want to pass on to Jackie? Okay. She's talking about, okay, are you, I'm trying to find the words. Are you concerned, Jackie, about a relationship, like somebody coming in and out of your life? Do you understand that? Just right, yes. Is this person, Jackie, someone who may be connected with law? Okay, thank you. If other people could try to hold off from posting so I can keep a track of Jackie's replies, that would be great. Okay, now I have to look at it at a different level, Jackie. Sometimes Spirit will reveal certain things to me, and it's my interpretation, not their message, that is incorrect. Now I'm actually being shown what appears to be legal-like or law-like. Now, whether this be them being connected, either having trouble with the law, or who may be a bit of a rebel without a cause type of nature, I actually feel that there is something which needs balance around this person. Now, if this makes sense, the message coming through is actually showing me what appears to be the scales of justice, whether there is something symbolic in that of either being a legal situation or as a matter of having to balance relationships, that type of thing. I'll leave that with you. But I'm actually getting this feeling that there is something that is connecting or showing me these scales for some reason. Do you find this person may actually at times be all over the place with how their emotions are? Are they balanced? Are they out of sorts? Okay, I have to ask a bit more. Spirit, can you reveal a little bit more about this person? Okay, they're showing me things belonging to this person, such as furnishing, moving things out or moving things around. Do you understand that, Jackie? If you can try to, as I'm communicating this, reply, that would be really helpful so I know where I am going with their information. I need validation here. Okay, and then they're talking about the new beginnings. So you understand, that's the important thing. So it's sometimes when they're revealing certain things to me, it is not a case of me having to know what it means. It's up to the person who is actually receiving the message. Okay. Now, she seems to be passing on the message to you, Jackie, that you have to give it 1 year. Do you understand what that message would be in relation to the 1 year? If this is to do with the relationship itself, maybe she is stating you only give it 1 year or 1 year more. Do you understand that? Okay. I don't know whether you heard her. She has a very direct type of speech. You totally understand. Good. She's very protective is the kind of energy I'm getting from her. A very matter-of-fact type of individual. You missed what? I didn't catch that. Okay. She's talking about an honest male. There is a male. Okay, who is this one? Is he around her now? Okay, so he is around you in some form. Actually, she's talking about getting what you want. So this is to do with the 1 year, Jackie. Okay. Have you been asking about a particular, have you been asking or focusing on having a relationship, something that's more fulfilling in your life? Because she seems to be delivering you some really good vibes in relation to your future, as in relationship. But she is talking about, at the same time, you will still have the continued headbutting going on around the family. Do you understand that? You totally understand it. This is important. Okay, can you please tell me how this can be resolved? All right. She's also talking, sorry, something about the hospital and the healing. Do you understand the connection with the people going to the hospital? Was there something discussed at a hospital or at a location where there was something to do with someone's health? I'm not. So you were in hospital the day before yesterday, because she's talking about hospital. So she's actually indicating she was there with you then. Was there a phone call made or something communicated to somebody that was distressing you, Jackie, if you don't mind me asking? I just need to validate what is coming through. And this was like around the hospital, or the to do with that, like a stress. Now there's a male here too, Jackie. Okay, would you know the male connected with this female? He's just popped in. You do? Beautiful. Okay. Do you mind sharing with me a little bit of information about who you are? He's spirit. Okay, well, that's the no-brainer. He's got a bit of an attitude, but I actually feel like he's a bit of a jokester, this one. Do you know this personality that I'm connecting with? He was never wrong. I'm getting like a father figure. Does this make sense to you, Jackie? The granddad. Okay. He's a bit of a sea captain, this one. I get this feeling like he was like, like a captain of the ship type of thing. Had to be in control. Everyone had a job to do. He's just put me straight. He just said to me, I've described him perfectly. Okay, good. So we know who we're talking about here. I actually feel a very strong personality with him, but he's like, he will talk when he wants to, but only if he's got something to say. Do you understand that? Great. So we're connecting well. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming through. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the connect. I'm going to see if we can get them to turn on the light as a way of showing you that they are here. So let's see. I'm glad I've got the perfect description there too. So I'm going to grab this. Fingers crossed they can turn on this. So I'm going to just flick it over. All right, over here. Now, can you please try and turn on that square silver light up there, just near the candle? You can see the candle. Now the gentleman who was just speaking, would you please, because you like to be in control of things, would you mind turning that light on, please? Just place your hand over the top of that square silver thing. Can you try to turn on the light up there, please? This way, Jackie will be able to actually see your interaction. You're not wrong, Jackie. He is stubborn. He's got very wide hands from what I see. So one hand should cover it up well. Mr. Thick Fingers, can you please cover that light up there, please? Would you please turn on the light? Pretty please? Yes, I'm asking politely. Okay. Can you turn on the light, please? I'd really appreciate it if you could. Okay. When you're ready, can you please turn on the light? I don't know whether anyone can actually hear them talking. Okay, I'm not getting any response to turning on the light. I'm not getting any visual response. But Spirit, I do thank you for coming through anyway and communicating the way you have for Jackie. That means a lot. Okay, so I'm back again. Now, what I'm actually going to do, yeah, they can be at times. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go off for a while, I think, and probably grab something to eat. I haven't had any dinner and I've had a long day. You're very welcome. Oh, don't cry. I'm just glad that I was able to pass on their love to you, and they actually are very happy. I can assure you that. But the communication is important, and what I'll do is I'll go off and I'll be on. So that would be, let me just check with Mr. Order. He's written back, magnitude boards the rickety bus with a raised eyebrow to its metal against metal sounding brakes. Okay, so I'll be on in probably, let me see, I will just write to order half hour ? So that way, oh, it's funny. I'll find out exactly. Let me see what time it is in the UK right now. I'll just do another search. It's 10:35. Ooh, so it is exactly half an hour to the time 25 under. You have to be specific. Okay, so under 25 minutes, and then he's got to do his manly duties around the home, cleaning up and everything like that, which is where men really need to be, behind the kitchen sink, barefoot and pregnant, which would be absolutely, you know, divine. And I'm sure Mrs. Magnitude would absolutely love that. So he can go through all the pain of giving birth and so on. So yes, we've got a love order. He's probably watching this in his glory because he's still a part of the show anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sign off right now. Please join me and Order of Magnitude in about 25 minutes. He's going to have to wait for me now. I'm going to go and grab myself some spaghetti bolognese that I made. It should be matured by this. And I will see you in about 25 minutes from now with Order of Magnitude. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And for everybody that had their reading, I'm really glad that I was able to connect with those on the other side for you and validate certain things. If I haven't yet read for you, don't give up. There's still an opportunity that, thank you, see you all later, get some food, Karen. Yes, I will, Jackie. So I will actually see you in about, 20 minutes by this now. So I'll go now, or I'm going to just keep talking. Bye.